Hey, I'm Carly and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are testing the goats to see if they are pregnant and if they took. So we have our blood tubes, we have some needles, a vacutainer, and also we have some IDEXX pregnancy tests. So we are going to go to the barn, get some blood from the goats, and we'll bring you along with us for that. We're going to work quickly. It's only about 12 degrees out. And it's cold, so let's get some blood on these goats. Okay, so all I need is a needle, a vacutainer, and a purple top tube, which means that it has an anticoagulant in it because we don't want this to clot once it hits the tube. So we have a purple top, not a red top. And this you're just going to twist open. This is a needle on this side as well, so don't put your finger against that. But this piece is going to go in here. And that piece in here is what actually punctures into the tube itself. So the first step to this is holding off right at the bottom of the neck here. And what you're doing is holding off that jugular so that you can see it rise. And if I let go, you can see it drop. And when I hold it off again, it's going to fill back with blood and push out here. And then let it drop. So you do that a couple times so you're pretty confident where the vein is. And I'm really confident that it's right here. I can feel it. It feels like a big pinky finger. That's how big it is. So I'm going to remove the needle here. You want your bevel up facing you. And we're going to go right into that big rolly vein. We're going to push this up and in. And then we're going to fill it with blood. We're going to remove that, give it a quick back and forth so it mixes with that anticoagulant. Remove that needle. And she is all done. So we have a blood sample on Blue, and we're just going to run this through the IDEXX test that we have. However, if you were going to send this off to a lab, double check first who you're sending it to, whether they need a red top or a purple top. But that's also another way to do pregnancy tests, is to send it off to a lab. My Lab Farmer Analytics does not test for pregnancy hormones, but other labs out there do. Okay, so we're back at lab. We're going to run our blood sample on this IDEXX pregnancy test. And I'm just going to mix this up one more time. You basically just pop this top off of this tube here. Comes right off. And then you're going to fill this transfer pipette with your blood sample. Put it directly in here, where the two arrows are directing. And then this is our solution that we're adding. We're just going to twist the bottom off here. And then we're going to drop in 6 drops. 1, 2, 3, 6. And then we wait. So this is just going to sit on a level counter for 20 minutes. And you can see over time as it goes that it's going to make its way up the test strips. This is basically a lateral flow device, which means that it's sending it up and then you're looking for it to hit a control. And then if the test line lights up, that means that they are pregnant. So very similar to like a human lateral flow device pregnancy test, but this one is made for ruminants. So the timing on testing for a pregnancy test is pretty important. So you want to make sure that that animal has been pregnant, or the date back to when they were bred has been at least 28 days before this test will show up positive. So what we have done is we wait the 3 weeks of cycling so that we know that hopefully that buck has bred them within that 3-week period in which they would cycle at least once. And then we wait another 4 weeks or 28 days to take the test, presumably that they were bred within that first 3 weeks. It's there, folks. We got a line. You're blinking. Oh! Okay, so we've patiently, anxiously waited the 20 minutes. And there is a very light line. It's pretty hard to see, but it's there. Any coloration that you get in the test area means that they are pregnant, even if it's the slightest coloration. Now, you can see that when I'm holding this sideways, it's not good for the test, but you can clearly see the control worked, that nice bright line across. And then I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but we do have a very light faded line across the test area. So we have a pregnant goat. We did realize when we went to take blood and do these tests that we thought we had 2 tests, but we only had 1. So we're going to be ordering some more tests and then testing our other goat as well. So we don't know if she's pregnant yet or not, but Blue is confirmed pregnant, and she is probably just about 5 weeks along at this point. We did witness the buck mounting her, so a couple times for a couple days. So we are using that kind of as our guideline as to when to expect her to kid out. So we will probably expect her to kid out somewhere around the end of February or early March. I'd have to do the math and figure that out exactly. But we can move forward and treat her as a pregnant doe, which means she's going to get some extra ration and some extra care and maintenance as we go through the winter here. So we will be back testing more blood, doing another blood test as soon as I get more of these tests in. But thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.